All right, Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. This alien did it again. I told everybody that I take weather with me, weather follows me. Uh, I'm always well hydrated wherever I go normally. I wipe away droughts, things like that. And once again, here in Arkansas, we just got, some people are saying 16 inches, some are saying 14 and a half, some are saying 12. So I'm just going to go around about 14 inches of snow. So we just got about 14 inches of snow. Really, really wet snow. About 12:30 yesterday, it started pouring down rain. And it rained for hours. And then we got all the snow. And then it was raining and snowing. And then more snow. And once again, my lucky alien horseshoe pulled through, because not only do we get the moisture, which is good, but this alien did not lose power. So Harrison, Bellefonte, part of St. Joe, Marshall, all these different towns lost power. My power shut off for like 30 seconds, popped right back on, shut TV off, turned itself right back on, and that's it. I had power all through the night. I was able to watch movies, watch TV shows. A lot of people are saying they're having to make coffee on stoves or make a fire to make coffee, or people are melting water. That's another thing we got to think about. If you haven't started preparing, if you haven't started getting wood stoves and things that our ancestors had, and you're still stuck on the grid, still stuck on city life, then you're learning the smallest inclement weather can shut your power off, and you have no heat, no cooking, no refrigeration, no anything. So if you haven't learned by 2020 what happened in 2020, and realize that you need to get back to homesteading, get back to what your ancestors grew up with, then you're going to be sitting there without your coffee, without everything else, while people living off grid that have solar, backup batteries, generators, things like that, wood stoves, are still having their coffee. They're still taking hot showers. They're still watching TV, playing on the computer, whatever they want to do, when you're sitting in a cold, dark house or a hot house during the summer when power goes out, because we prepare, we've done things to be able to do that. So you might want to consider that. You might want to do that. So I was going to start filming from the restaurant. I didn't start filming from the restaurant. Now I kind of wish I did, because there was a lot of tree damage coming over here. With the heavy wet snow, it took out power lines, took out power poles, took out trees. So I'm down here on the corner of Woolham and Moscow Love, where the pavement turned dirt. So I figured I'd do a little ride along over to the homestead so you can see the snow and see what type of damage is here on Moscow Love. There were several trees on Woolham that you can see the trunks. People have already chopped the trees up to open the road back up. So we're going to see. I don't have my chainsaw with me. I didn't think about bringing it with me. So hopefully the roads are clear. But we're going to find out, and I'll let you guys see what snow is like in Arkansas when they're not used to it. So like I said, I moved here in 2020. The first year here has 16 inches snow, then 14 inches snow, and now we just got another 14 inches of snow. So of course it is 36 on my thermostat now. It was 39 a little while ago. So the snow is melting rapidly. And it was such a wet snow. It's not, you know, the hard or cold powdery snow that lasts for a while. So this should melt out pretty quick. But I figure I'd do a little bit right along. So if there's a bunch of tree damage, and we got the hay guy coming. That's where I'm headed right now, is to feed the animals. And gotta get the animals fed. And that's what all the farmers, the ranchers, and that's another thing city people don't think about, is no matter the weather, whether sunny, snowy, rainy, muddy, hot, cold, farmers, homesteaders, we gotta get out here. We gotta take care of our animals and make sure they're doing good. The other thing I'm gonna be concerned about today is fences. I've got to walk all my fences and make sure I don't have any trees down on any of the fences. There was a tree branch snapped in half there, hanging down. But yeah, so a lot of places down south got tornadoes. Luckily, once again, I'm in between two ranges that Everything seems to go above or below us. Now the snow, I mean, we got the snow and we get rain all the time. But so far, this road looks good. When we get up more towards the woods where it's not cleared off for all these fields that these different farmers have, we'll probably see a different story. But with a hay guy coming through, I would assume the road's open because he goes up past my homestead to another homestead. Well, not a homestead, but like a cattle ranch farm. But it was some thick, wet, heavy snow. And I mean, you can see some of these branches. I mean, these branches, everything's caked down. So luckily somebody came through and plowed this road. You can see the big chunks of snow inside the road, which is how deep it was. I'm gonna have to break out Christmas music again because it's sure beginning to look a lot like Christmas. See all the birds are like, it was spring a couple days ago. It was beautiful, mid-60s. And now they're freezing, they're like, it's cold. So they're all gonna have to fly to the homestead, get some food when I put food out. Well, luckily up here, this is a higher point of St. Joe. The highest part of the homestead is 1,200 feet. I think the lowest is about 800 feet. 900 feet, somewhere around there. So I'm up on the what they call the ridge here, or the old pinery, because there's a lot of pine trees up here. But luckily, there's not a lot of tree damage up here, so I'll be happy that, hopefully, knock on wood, all the fences are intact and I don't have any issues with animal escapes, because I haven't seen a single tree down up here. Now down lower, like I was saying, coming up Woolham, there was a bunch of trees knocked down. I know the animals gonna be happy. They're gonna be like, he's here finally. I slept until about 11:20 today. I'm like, it was a snow day. I knew I wasn't gonna be out working except feeding animals. So I'm like, I'm sleeping and getting some rest. So here's the homestead here. You can see some of the animals over there to the right. I'm just gonna drive down here and then I'll turn around where the campground was for the other part of the homestead that the homesteader family's at. Just want to come over here so I could not have to walk this fence line. And then I'll turn around down here and come back up and get the animals fed, or see how things look from Gregory Lane. Oh wow. Let's see, I don't even know if I want to try. Oh yeah, I got 4-wheel drive. Oh, see all that big chunky snow. Yep. And I'm spinning to turn around. There we go, right through. That's why you want 4-wheel drive, so you can get through 2 feet of plowed snow all bundled up. You don't have 4-wheel drive, you're not getting through snow. So a lot of you that live in cold climates that don't buy 4-wheel drive trucks, that's a lifesaver. You can get in and out of pretty much everywhere if you got 4-wheel drive. Unless it's a loose snow or really slicker than snot type of snow. So all the animals look good from over here. Now I'm gonna have to get in my driveway with the big chunks of snow. Oh. So the animals look good. So my neighbors probably went down Gregory Lane to their place. So somebody's been in and out. Gives you a little bit of an idea. You know, it's deep. Little tree branch down there. Nothing around here down. And I'll actually, since I know people want to see more of the homestead, I'll show, I'll go down the driveway maybe. No, I probably won't, because it's not a flat driveway, it's sloped. And with as wet as this is, I'm not gonna get myself down into a bind where I end up sliding sideways down into some trees. So I'll just turn around at my driveway down here. But the brush pile on the left hand side of the truck right now, all this wet snow is gonna compress all that, and that's why I said it's good until I can rent equipment to press everything down, to keep stacking branches. And then here's a bunch of logs right there, and you can see that little pine tree right there, right hand side, right past the posted sign, all bent over. So you can see a lot of the smaller trees are all bent over. Now I'm trying to get out the snow. But yeah, wet heavy snow does tree damage. Luckily it's gonna warm up, and all this, here's another pine tree right there bent over, right here on the right hand side. So I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of tree damage throughout the homestead, so I'll have more stuff to clean up. But yeah, it's gonna melt, it's gonna be out of here in a day or two, and then they are saying we got another chance of snow coming up the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of February. Not sure how much we'll get or whatever, but yeah. So this is Arkansas for you. For those of you that have lived here your whole life, I know y'all probably hate me for bringing this type of snow, but hey, it's keeping the fields growing, it's keeping your cattle watered, and giving the kids something to play in. So you got to look at the positives along with the negatives of having to deal with snow. Snow's not always a bad thing. It can bring good things. Now, a lot of people are out of power, so that's probably one of the bad things. You can see this little tree snapped off right there across the fence on the left hand side of the screen. You can see a lot of different tree tops snapped off throughout the animal enclosure right there. And you can see they're all excited. They're like, come on, come get us the grain. You can see Caesar's over there by the one feed thing with hay. Girls down there by the other. So they got plenty of hay. I made sure they had hay for that. And now I'm gonna get in here. The red grain bin just got filled yesterday, so I'll be going up to town in the next few days to get that paid. So that's over $1,000 again. And gonna get in, get everybody fed, make sure they're doing good. I see Big Mama right there. Hopefully the baby's inside the hutch staying warm. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be. Have a good day.